Hello everyone. So this is a video of Python. This is the third video related to the Python. In previous ones we have discussed about types of languages and how Python works internally. So basically today we are going to talk about data types. In Python we have multiple type of data which we will be going to use in the future. So let's start with the basic thing. First of all, let's understand how data types are differ. uh, as we know, like integers are one, numbers, any numbers we can see mostly integers, which is a whole number like 1 2 3 4 like this. And for the string part, like as you can see here, the string is a something, a text, a number in a double quotation or single quotation, that is considered as string. So on the other hand, booleans are considered as a true and false, basically that represent bits in true 1 0 and 1 form. And for the float part, we have like point values, which we can understand as a numbers which contains more values after the point, like 1.0 as you can see here. So what do we think about, like what is the use case, what is the use case of these things? So basically when we are learning languages, and especially in Python, so we have to very careful about the data types. In the data types, as you can see, let's create a small code. Let me write a small code. um, Value is equal input, enter your age. Would that be okay? Okay. So let's print value. And what I will do here is run this script. Here, as you can see here, I have an input field in which I can enter any value like 12. As you can see, you see 12. But for now, let's see what is the data type of the value. These are the built-in functions which I'm using right now. So as you can see, class str. So basically it is right now a string. So but you might be wondering, we entered number, age is a number, isn't it? So and why we are getting a string? So basically in the string value, in default Python consider anything as a string here. So if we have to like convert it into an integer, we can wrap this into int. And what it will do, it will convert this number to int. Basically now we are using integer, so its data type is type int. And as you can see previously that it was a string. So basically everything that comes in the quotation, but you might say that the value we entered, it wasn't in the double quotation previously, so internally it converted an integer value into string value. Okay, so let's move on to the boolean part. What is boolean? You might be thinking it's nothing but zeros and one that represent true is equal 0 and true, let me yeah, true is equal 1. And no, let me see it one more time. I might be forgetting it, but yeah, that's not the point right now. Basically it represents true and false. So if you have any value that can be represented in true and false, that is boolean. And for the float part, anything that comes in the like point value is floating digit, like a number. In a whole number you will get almost like all the round digit, but in decimals you will get the float. So let's do one thing here. Let's see how we can take input from the user. So you have seen this already. So here, in this way, with the built-in functions, there are several built-in functions in Python which you can use. Input is one of them, the built-in function. Print, type, and so on and so forth. There are several methods and functions which are in Python. So this is the way you can take input, and you can take as many input as you want. Just copy and paste them. You can take multiple inputs. So what next, you might be wondering. So let's talk about if conditions. Here, this much is enough for like you to understand a Python. So let's talk about if conditions. You might be wondering how the if condition might work in the Python. In the Python, basically it is if and else. Like I want to drink coffee, but I want to drink coffee if it is only from Starbucks. But it might not be from Starbucks. So in that case, you will not drink it. That is the point. So let's just say, let's take input value is equal int and this part, the backward slash and n is for new line. And let's see how it works. Let's say I want to check if the value is, if value is smaller than 10, print small, else, and else. Let's see, if the value is smaller than, if value is smaller than 10, it's small. But if it is equals to 10, in that case we can use elif. In elif, you can say value is equals to 10. In that case, print equal. And else, if the value is not smaller than or equals to the number 10, then I am sure of it, it will be larger number than 10, isn't it? So let's just run it. Enter number, let's say 12, large. As you can see, it went for the else part, not the if part. And let's run it again. Let's say 1, small. So what it did, it checked the value. If it is smaller than 10, then it prints small. And once again, Python, what if I enter in 10 number, equals. So basically it work like, first it check this if condition. If it isn't like matching the situation, or like condition isn't filled with the first, then it will go in the second line, elif. If it isn't it isn't match in second as well, then it will look in third line. That's how it works. It is an interpreted language that executes line by line. Make sure that you remember this, and this is the most important part. Okay, and now let's do one thing. Let's understand for loops. For loops. So basically in the for loops, what we can do like, you can see it as like, I have something. Let's say I want to print my name 10 times. So I want to like print Mohit and 10 times. No, I won't do that. It is against like our supremacy, which we call dry. Don't repeat yourself. So as you can see here, let's write this code for I in range 11. Print Mohit. Now what do you think if I run it? It will run. Let's check Mohit. And also we can do one more thing here. We can do one more thing here. I itself to check if it is working or not. Oh, okay. Mm, oh, okay, okay, my mistake. Okay, let me print I, and let's see. As you can see, it went from 0 to 10, means 11 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So basically, if we didn't mention any code. So now what will I do? I will print Mohit 10 times. And here we go. We have just saved tons of line right now. So let's say, yeah, let's say this is for it for now. I will talk about conditions and for loops more in the next video. So thank you for today.